Jenna Ortega. You know, Wednesday from the Addams Family, the show none of us watched, but we all know who she is and how she looks because she plays a 16-year-old that we know secretly is above age and probably enjoys choking and spanking. You know, the good one. And she is gonna replace Rachel Zegler, also known as probably one of the most foul-looking women in Hollywood. It is what it is.
Not a lot of people are happy about the new Snow White movie, and it's not even coming out until next year. There are a lot of changes made, as pointed out by the lead actors. Take a look at this clip.
You said you were bringing a modern edge to it on stage. What do you mean by that?
I just mean that it's no longer 1937, and we absolutely wrote a Snow White that is not going to be... Yeah.
Show everyone that you are unlikable, out of touch, completely woke, and don't understand real life at all. Please, show me a better person that represents that in 3 words. Better than Rachel Zegler. I'll wait.
Saved by the prince. She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows.
We have a young woman who's 15 seconds into her career saying, oh yeah, I just did it because I needed the money. It's like, listen, to be in this industry is not a right, it's a privilege. And the fact that you are in this blockbuster...
Actually, it's probably some kind of satanic ritual that you need to perform to and get photographic evidence of. So, you know, you can't, you are always a part of the giant repulsive family, most likely.
Movie that's opening in hundreds of theaters, and there's a team of people, hair, makeup, wardrobe, to make sure you look great, to walk red carpets. There are people...
True. All of these people are also very, very abusable and taken advantage of. That's great, that's great.
Folding sweaters and working in the back of kitchens and doing all kinds of jobs that they don't like for money. You are working in your passion, my dear, and you are getting this opportunity, and I think she could have had more tact.
After months of uproar from fans, Disney has bowed to pressure as Rachel Zegler is out of the picture. Yeah, that's right. Word on the streets is that Disney has given her the boot as Snow White, and in her place, they've cast Jenna Ortega. But
I mean, yes, please. It's the obvious choice. Dude, Rachel Zegler, and I'm not gonna say Ziegler. No, she can rot. She destroyed this movie before it even came out. I mean, if you're gonna tell me that that movie is not for men and you shouldn't watch it, well, guess what? I'm not gonna watch it. I'm just not gonna watch it. Pretty simple. Blame yourself.
here is the real jaw dropper. Insiders are spilling the tea that a massive reshoot is underway, and it looks like the original Snow White storyline is making a stunning comeback. After months of calls for Rachel Zegler...
People say this, but they all also said that Bob Iger is gonna save Disney and Star Wars or something like that. Yeah, look how that turned out. Even if someone's saying this, I doubt it's true. I really, really doubt it's gonna happen. You can't take an industry that doesn't understand its mistakes and flaws and problems and just remake it without these same mistakes, flaws, and problems with the exact same people. Changing the star is not gonna exactly change, the director's opinion on how things should be and whatnot. So, I have very, very little hopes that this is gonna succeed. I think this is just the classic Hollywood PR stunt. Oh, we heard your feedback. Yeah, we're changing everything. In reality, they're not changing anything.
To be dropped from Snow White, Disney has taken the bold step to drop Rachel after experts predicted a poor box office outing for the classic. This whole drama started after it was revealed.
Poor. Everyone with a brain knows that this would have ended the worst movie of the next year without a question.
Some beloved characters such as the Seven Dwarves may be played by average-sized actors, and it went downhill from there. Fans expressed concerns that the remake may not be truthful to the original because the dwarves were a huge part of the movie, and not including them means they were moving away from the original story. While the fans were talking about bringing back the dwarves, Rachel Zegler, who is playing Snow White, made some shocking revelations that have got fans really mad.
I just mean that it's no longer 1937, and we absolutely wrote a...
Oh, I still love this scene. This is just the best. Gal Gadot, she's not the most perfect one, but she's hot, so I am in favor of her. I am that basic Sumi. What are you gonna do about it? She's hot. I like her. It is what it is. But I love it that you can say, you can just easily tell she's like, yeah, tell them like one line about this being futuristic and blah blah blah, and then she doesn't shut up. And you can see it in her face. She's like, oh no, you were supposed to virtue signal one line about this being woke. What are you doing? Stop! Stop!
Snow White that is
not going to be saved by the prince.
She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be.
She just keeps killing. I love how she just looks at her. Please stop. I mean, she's not perfect and she's kind of woke herself, but she at least has the brain capacities to understand that you can't say that much, okay?
In an interview, she revealed that she was not a fan of the cartoon and had some issues with how Snow White and Prince Charming were portrayed. She has also revealed that the new movie will be a more feminist take on the classic, and that she believes that the new movie needs more power for Snow White. This had lots of Disney fans fuming because they did not want a woke version of the film. And they felt that if Disney wanted to make a feminist woke movie, they should write a new movie and not mess with an old classic. In a jaw...
But that's risky and could actually not make money. What do you mean write a new movie? They can't do that. They're Hollywood. They need to remake things and just, get the guaranteed ka-ching. Even though that's usually not guaranteed and still creates a loss for them, which doesn't make sense. So they should probably change this approach, but they don't.
Dropping interview, Rachel revealed she was transforming Snow White into an independent woman who does not dream about love and refuses to let a prince define her. But
yeah, sounds like someone that's gonna... Okay, feminists. You need to understand this empowered woman BS-ery is an absolute lie, okay? There is no such thing as a 60-year-old woman who, or 50, even it's pretty hard to find even a 50-year-old, but you can't find an old woman without children, without a husband, without a family, who is not gonna instantaneously tell you, yes, all of my life choices were a mistake, being a girl boss was the worst decision of my life, if I could take it all back, I would choose zero money but having a family. You can find women like that constantly. But can you find one that says at 60, yeah, I'm happy without a family or something? No. The best you can do is find like a 50-year-old that's not even 55 and is constantly posting on Instagram how happy she is that she gets to travel the world and doesn't have children or a family and gets banged by 20 different guys a day. And every single day, she keeps telling, not you that lie that she's happy, but herself, that her choices weren't horrendous. Okay? It's poison.
But wait, there's more, because she's dropped some major hints that Andrew Burnett, who was playing Prince Charming, might just be flipping the script and he might be the villain in the remake. Her comments were met with mixed reactions, as most Disney fans wanted the same storyline for the remake, and not some woke feminist ideas because they believed it would ruin the classic. Things went from bad to worse. When Rachel revealed in an interview with Variety that she only watched Snow White once, and the name sounded terrifying.
I was scared of the original cartoon. I think I watched it once and then I never picked it up again. Like, I'm being so serious. I watched it once and then I went on the ride in Disney World, which was called Snow White's Scary Adventures. Doesn't sound like something a little kid would like. Was terrified of it. Never revisited Snow White again. So I watched it for the first time in probably 16, 17 years when I was doing this film.
At this point, fans were tired of her and wanted her out. It sparked a major outrage.
Only at this point, huh? Only at that point.
And the outrage went far more than social media. In an interview with Piers Morgan, Tomi Lahren spoke on how distasteful the proposed changes were.
Yeah, they certainly are. Now listen, if Disney wants to make more woke films that tank at the box office, they are more than welcome to do that, but maybe think of an original idea. Maybe not destroy a classic from my childhood and put an actress in there that not only hates the plot and the storyline of the movie she's in, but also seemingly hates Snow White, the character, herself.
She said Disney should keep the storyline the same and not change the movie that made her child.
Yeah! What just happened?
Fans...
Well, that was strange and awkward. But in any case, I was going to speak anyway. There has been recently something. I don't remember which director was it. Maybe it was the one from Snow White, but I don't think so. I think it was some other one. They recently came to this absolutely crazy conclusion that fans want you to stick to the source material. It was something about Marvel or DC, I can't remember it. But yeah, some Hollywood director came to this absolutely groundbreakingly shocking conclusion that fans want you to stick to the source material and not just call it Snow White and then make it, you know, a completely new thing to milk the money. Imagine that. How long did they have to take to come to a simple conclusion like that? Disgusting.
Fans were surprised Disney did not drop Rachel after all the comments, when all she has done was bash the movie in every interview she has given.
Why would Disney drop her? I see a lot of people talk about this. I see a lot of people say that she should be dropped. But do you think Disney is going to drop her just like that? No. No. Disney doesn't even understand the backlash probably against her. Because you need to understand, you're not getting into Hollywood or Disney or whatever if you're not cut from the same cloth. Or you're at least not exactly the same shade of the same cloth with the same cut. You know? They're not going to just randomly just take someone who's not a part of them, who doesn't think like them. The backlash against Zegler, they don't even understand why it's happening. In their opinion, she has not said anything bad or wrong. They completely don't understand this. They also don't understand why their movies flop so hard, but, you know, that's also a part of it.
A lot of bad PR for the movie. Fans felt Disney could have picked another actress who would be willing to love the character and the movie. If you think her previous comments were bad, well, it's about to get shocking. Rachel revealed that she believes that she should be compensated for wearing her dress, which she has dubbed a dress surge charge.
What?
Fans found the dress surge charge comment entitled, and lots of fans called for her to be dropped and canceled. The dress surge charge comments made lots of Disney fans come for her. But in a bid to calm things down, she posted a throwback photo of herself dressed in princess costumes, including one of her dressed as Snow White.
Wow!
However, fans felt like her caption was way too rude for a Disney princess because she said,
Rachel Zegler, she, her, hers. I mean, if you have a Vel, and you see someone like her, and it's labeled, well, pretty much blatantly poison, and you just drop it into the Vel, what do you get? Yeah, not good, not good. Also, you know, it's sad to a degree, because it seems like she was growing up like a pretty normal girl, but then she probably just, you know, went to an American school and it was all over.
Extremely appreciative of the love I feel from those defending me online, but please don't tag me in the nonsensical discourse about my casting. I really, truly do not want to see it. So I leave you with these photos. I hope every child knows they can be a princess no matter what. When we thought we had heard the last of it.
Imagine if she started the role with that kind of attitude. Imagine if every person could be what they want to be. Wow, look at that. Actually likable. Wow, strange how that is. It's just, this is what you get turned into. No one starts out as a piece of shit like this. It's just an ideology that rots you and destroys you. An ideology that is purely driven by self-centrism, greed, and being the center of the universe and always right, and everyone else being stupid.
Y'all remember how YouTuber Mike Zero, that Rachel's role in the movie may be short-lived because the big shots in Disney are considering whether or not to keep her for the sequel? Inside sources revealed that Disney is playing it safe by waiting for the public's reaction before making changes to the cast. Well, it seems Disney may be done waiting because—
Yeah, this sounds BS. I'm not gonna lie, this sounds absolute BS. Because previously, we got the news that they're gonna fully reshoot the movie. And fully reshooting the movie essentially means one thing. Your expenses are gonna be twice as high as they were previously. Because fully reshooting the movie is, well... You can't barely reuse, honestly, anything from the situation. Maybe a couple of scenes, maybe a couple of sets of materials or whatever. But probably not. So, so this is obviously not true, right? There is no way that Disney is looking into people's response about how much they hate or love Zegler, while at the same time saying, well, the movie's finished, but, you know, now we need to reshoot the whole thing. This just doesn't make any shred of sense.
Our sources at Disney HQ have revealed the Disney board has finally bowed to pressure and has dropped Rachel Zegler from—
Also, can we finally get a single Snow White adaptation where the evil queen is not 20 times hotter than Snow White? Because the whole premise is supposed to be that Snow White is in danger because she's hotter than the evil queen. But every single time they do something with Snow White, the evil queen is just so much hotter than Snow White, it's not even funny.
From the Snow White remake. They made their decision after studying public perception of the movie, and they concluded that they can't risk having Rachel in the movie and having a bad box office performance. Inside sources revealed that Jenna Ortega has replaced Rachel Zegler in playing Snow White.
Makes sense.
And in fact, reshoots are in progress. The source claimed that the real reason why the release date was pushed back was not because of the strike in Hollywood, but because Disney had started reshooting the movie, and this time it is the original Snow White storyline with no changes. Inside sources reveal that Jenna Ortega seems appreciative of the role she was given, because she understands how much of a big deal and privileged it is to play Snow White. She has been looking for—
I mean, she doesn't seem that bad of a person in general. That's already a huge plus, you know? Someone who's not gonna make me dislike them in the first 3 seconds that they open their mouth. Seems like a win, honestly, nowadays for Disney.
For the next big thing after the huge success of Wednesday, and she is convinced that this may be it. Plus, Jenna isn't new to Disney as she starred in the Disney sitcom Stuck in the Middle. While Disney has not officially announced they were dropping Rachel Zegler and replacing her with Jenna Ortega, they plan to do that when the trailer for Snow White drops. However, fans have gotten wind of the news, and this is what they had to say. If Jenna Ortega were to play Snow White in the new movie, I would go see it hands down. But this new
Well, at least they didn't pick Rachel Amber for this role, though.
Woman who's playing Snow White, I find her so repulsive and annoying, I can't waste my money or time to go see it.
Well said. Well said. Well said.
It's not even worth my time to look up her name, so good morning all. Jenna Ortega would be a better Snow White. Disney should save Zegler for a wicked character role. She'd actually be great. Everyone seems to genuinely—
No, she would— Well, I mean, she would do a great job at making herself be disliked. But people like her never choose these roles because how dare they not be the star and most beautiful existence in the world of whatever they are in. So that's kind of not probably happening.
hate her for who she is inside. And Jenna Ortega should have been Snow White. Do you think Disney is doing the right thing by replacing Rachel with Jenna?
Obviously. Absolutely obvious. There's no outro. What do you mean, celeb talk? Well, anyway, that was it. This was Quizzer Said. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and have a nice day. Bye-bye.